Hello, my name is Peter Harpending. It's pretty late at night again, so we'll see how much I get to. So let me just show you kind of where we're at with JR right now, and I'll show you. Probably won't get a lot done, but we're gonna make we're gonna sort of make some forward progress. So let me first of all get JR loaded into Firefox. Go. Okay. Sorry, I spent a lot of today like customizing KDE to try to make it look presentable for a video, kind of make it look nice because the tiling window manager I like using better, but it's ugly. Um, so and the video should be nice to look at. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go to let's just make sure. So there's definitely some like basic stuff that we need to iron out, but right, what I want to get to is kind of get the hard problems out of the way. And the first hard problem was designing the architecture of the wallet, and the next hard problem is that we are not seeing the signature of this. I'm gonna click. All right. So right away, something's broken. Let me just try refreshing the page. Okay, that's not good enough. Okay, so actually this is the problem we're going to start with. So let me explain. I knew that this was a potential problem, but I thought that it was so unlikely. But let me show you exactly how this works. So to start with, there's three components to a browser extension. There's what's called the content script. Now the content script basically runs as if it is a page script. So, Agora, we look here, up here. So Agora has, all of these scripts that it includes, some of which I wrote. So it has its own JavaScript. This runs in the context of the page. And it basically, this is like classic 1990s JavaScript. It can, find things with the ID of blah, blah, blah and set it to such and such, you know. Then that's basically what the content script is, but that's your extension. So let me show you my content script. So basically that's this thing. Okay, and then there is the so-called pop-up, which is like this, which is basically like a browser tab. So it's an HTML page and it has its own, whatever, you get the idea. It's an HTML page and it has its own scripts. Okay, and then there's the background script, which is basically the central controller for our application. Now, the hard part was basically deciding how to architect all of this because we had three different parts of our component. Eventually, I chose to have the background script sort of be the controller. There's not really any, that just kind of made sense, but there's not really any reason that we're forced to do that. However, the problem comes when we need to show this pop-up here. And the question is, how does this pop-up get this message? So let me show you the way that this works. So the content script, talking to the background script, I've totally worked that out. Okay. And the way that this works, how does this work? Doo-doo-doo. 10. Right, so this just listens for, so what the content script does right now, so first thing it does is it spams this detect message, and ideally, eventually we want to have JR have like a quiet mode, but that's not too difficult, and this is kind of low priority. We want to have a quiet mode. We're not doing that right now. This just listens for events that the page script sends to the wallet, and then just says, okay, send it to the controller, browser.runtime, that means send it to the other parts of the extension, and then wait does either sends the response back or it errors. So right, so this is our function. So this is sending messages back to the browser. That's what this is doing, or back to the controller. This, so let's find our main, just so you can see the whole architecture here. This is literally just saying, listen for messages from the content or from anywhere else in the extension, and that's what this is doing. So where is it from? Is it from the content script or is it from the pop-up? We'll worry about the pop-up in a minute. So from the content script. So this is the function that handles stuff from the content script. So the content script listens for messages from the page script, which is Agora. Agora hands the messages to the content script. The content script just sends them to the background script. Whatever the background script sends back, the content script. So the content script literally just sits there as just a middleman and says, okay, hands this, hands it back. You know, that's what the content script does. Sorry, I'm gonna put on some music. If Red Dead Redemption 4K, I like watching video game playthroughs just because it's like the right, like if I need kind of to give my mind a break. So, I don't like watching TV because the whole incentive model of TV is to keep my eyes on the screen, and so the content is very hyper optimized it's hard to just kind of have as white noise. It's great for white noise if you're sleeping, but the reason for that is it's kind of hypnotizing. The same reason that watching puzzle videos is really good if you're sleeping. Am I recording? I am. Okay. Watching puzzle videos is really good if you're trying to sleep because you start watching the puzzle and then you're like, okay, I'm going to close my eyes. It's good if you're already tired. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just going to listen to what the dude is saying while I listen to the Sudoku channel and I listen to chess a lot. And they're both really effective for getting to sleep, and I just listen to the commentary and I start following along in my brain and eventually I just fall asleep. It works really well. Sitcoms, not as good. Video game playthroughs, those are kind of like optimal for coding. Provided and just the reason is because it's not super interesting, but like if I need, okay, it's not interesting enough that it's distracting, but it's also like kind of interesting enough that, okay, if I need a break, I can look at this for 3 minutes. So I'm gonna try that. All right. All right. So the content script. What are we doing? Okay, so there's some background here about the specifics of the message protocol between the wallet and the page. Now, I don't think this was specified anywhere. So background is that when we were doing Agora, we had to figure out how to talk to the existing wallet, which is called Superhero. And the official documented way to do that, we couldn't figure it out. It was so complicated. And it, involved, loading this sort of Tower of Babel JS nonsense with millions of lines of code, not maybe literally millions, but certainly in the hundreds of thousands of lines of code of JS, this framework stuff. You create an object that inherits conditionally from 11 other objects and blah, blah, blah. The SDK is much better, but it was a nightmare at the beginning of 2022. And so just kind of, we finally found, like, somebody wrote a hello world example, and I just literally went in and just spied on the messages that were getting passed and then wrote a script that fuzzed one half of it, and it just worked. And we're like, okay, we're just going to use that. So I understand a lot about this messaging protocol. So basically, I'm not going to get into that, but there's a bunch of things that the page could ask of the wallet. Can either ask to open a connection, we just say yes for now. Can either ask for our address, we just give it our address. Address means our public key, so this right here. Hopefully that's big enough to read. And they can ask to sign a message. Okay, and this is what we're doing. So, awaiting message sign. Yeah, okay, we're done with this to do. We're going to call it to done. Okay, message sign. So, first thing when we are asked to sign a message, so the result, so hopefully this is, so, yeah. So the whole reason this is a function is because JavaScript is stupid. What are we doing? Message sign. So we have our message string, which is a string. We have our secret key. What are we doing? So we're asked to sign. Okay, so this is distracting. Okay. So we're asked to sign a message, which is this. And we have our secret key, which we fetched from storage earlier. And either we're going to return the signature or we're going to say no. Okay, and that's based on what the user says. Okay. See, I should probably say here, good result. Yes. Bad result equals user said no. Okay. So we get the, we make the window, which is that window here. Let's show it up. So this just sent a request to sign the message. We created this window, that's this window, grabbed the tab ID, and then we sleep for 0.2 of a second, and then send it the message. And the reason we sleep for 0.2 of a second was because of that thing that, here, let me get rid of this, and I'll show you what happens. And there's a timeout somewhere. So what I'm thinking is that we're going to need to, that at some point we're going to need to sort of factor out the general case of having a pop-up window, because we also need that for transaction signing. And we also need it for a bunch of different circumstances. And in every case, it's a giant fucking pain in the ass. And so, but the pain, the giant, I'm not going to use that analogy. The shape of the object that is affecting the ass pain is the same in every case. And so there's an opportunity to generalize it. But maybe we need to explore this a little bit more before we figure it out. Anyway, so And our code, I mean, it's getting kind of gnarly here. And so this is kind of begging to be refactored. But we still maybe. So let me actually show you what I wanted to work on, what I sat down and wanted to work on. Okay, I'm just going to click yes, submit. Okay, and then okay, we're going to click apply changes. Oh, I was looking for funny pictures. Stupid pictures. Okay. Okay. Just. Okay. How about farm animals? Okay. Okay. There might be like copyright issues. Oh, it's the CDC. I think it's fine. Okay. Let me turn. Can I? Okay. Okay, horses. Um. It's interesting that when you restrict it to Creative Commons. Okay. Um. Cow. I'm just gonna open image. Okay. This is public domain. Cow. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna say, call it a cow, and we're gonna sell it for 60. 5. Okay. Cow. We're gonna sell it. Extremely raw beef. How about that? Extremely raw beef. How about instead of extremely raw, we call it unprocessed beef. There we go. Okay, 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, we're just going to submit. Okay, and then we're going to post the contract to chain. Now, what I wanted to show you, so with the message, asking, I'm happy with the message signing thing, except for that dumbass thing here, this thing, which apparently this doesn't work reliably enough. It works 99% of the time, but that's not good enough. So we need to rethink this. But what I was going to say is, God damn it. Okay, so somewhere. Okay. This is another thing is. So the timeout is somewhere is like hard coded in here, right? Okay. Let's just make it 30 minutes. Okay. The timeout. Okay. And we actually like this is stupid. The timeout shouldn't be hard coded in there. The controller should be determining what the timeout is. Sidekick, the library that talks to the wallet, also has its own timeout in there. This is just really bad. So okay. You know what? All right. So now is about when things start getting when you are having trouble with all of your hack. Okay, so what I wanted to work on, let's just try refreshing the page, is making this decomposed info here. I wanted to make because this I understand why it's displaying like this, and this should be displaying human readable information about the transaction. And I was going to show you how to turn this into human readable information, but I think actually and that's this VDK acer mansplain function here. But I think actually the correct thing to do is factor out our pop-up procedure. That's actually the natural thing to do at this point in time. So the way that we have to do this. All right, all right. So, all right. All right. I am not reading Mozilla Docs sober. 1 second. I'm not gonna get wasted, but I'm gonna have a drink. All right, I'm back. So we're gonna read Mozilla Docs. That's always the best. Mozilla. All right. All right. So it's the browser.tabs API that's what we need to look up. All right, and I think we want to look at this one. Oh my God, are you kidding? Scripting. Oh, this is another thing that we should think about maybe working on. So let's make a to-do list. All right. To do. Manifest v3. The reason this is Manifest v3 is just objectively worse than version 2, which is what I'm currently using. But Chrome. So I'm getting an ad for GitLab. Oh, I normally have ad block. I didn't realize there were ads here. I don't recommend. The number one takeaway I have from building an extension is don't use browser extensions because they can do shit like this. They can just read any page, read all of the data on it. Like, do you check which, do you, like it says it needs permissions X, Y, and Z. You just click yes. You don't read any of that. And it can do anything. It can it can go and read files on your computer, I think. It's just crazy what these things can do. And like Mozilla has but there's thousands of extensions. They have these security procedures. You have to, I think your extension has to be open source, but okay, just as an example, okay, so Superhero got past their, I shouldn't pick on Superhero, but it got past their secure, okay, Superhero actually seems like, I don't think there's anything malicious in Superhero. MetaMask got past their. I was going to use Superhero as an example just because their code is very obfuscated and there's no possible way that anyone at Mozilla was able to understand it. MetaMask is just holy shit. That project is so insane. That is the most insane shit I've. Okay, so you know how I wrote my own package manager in order to because running random code from npm is a stupid idea. I wrote my own package manager and kind of have written a lot of my own shit. And what I was going to write was some fun, this thing about decompose the transaction and show that this is actually kind of a pleasant task, which is why I turned on the streaming. But okay, so mansplaining better. That's what we'll have to do later. Instead, with MetaMask, Ethereum's wallet, number one, I think the idea is that the extension is actually an Ethereum node. So they have to implement the entire Ethereum protocol. I may be mistaken about that inside the wallet. Okay, so I think what we're going to do today is factor out the you can see the ideas here. is factor out general a pop-up window. Okay. Um, okay. And I think so I think that's the correct thing to do here. Let's commit anything we have so far. Oh, was I in the middle of a merge, I think? I was. Ooh, okay. Uh, oops. Okay, let's just boy. That's right, I was pulling before I forgot about that. Okay, CD. I got rid of everything. Right, this had changed. Okay. Right. Get status. All right, that's what we're editing over here. Let's just undo whatever. Okay, that's fine. We can. Okay, we're just gonna undo everything. Uh, get commit. That should be fine. Okay. Okay. So the next thing we're doing is factoring out generic pop-up. And so I kind of have an idea of how to do this. All right. So in every injected frame, what the okay. By the way, the key to not like drinking too much, number one is to drink like one drink at a time. And then also only drink either cocktails. If shot like my preference for drinking is just pure alcohol, so just like straight gin, straight whiskey, straight whatever. But especially if I'm doing something else while I do that, that's just a recipe to get way too drunk. Um, and not that the situation doesn't call for that, but it's just you know, maybe not ideal at this point at this juncture. Um, oh, that's right. I don't have that keyboard shortcut here. Okay, let's just. Um, but what was I going to say about that? Um, so a cocktail, you're only going to get. You have to drink slowly, sip it. You're not going to get plastered. All right. So, all right. Tabs.execute. You can inject code. We'll worry about manifest v3 later. You can inject code into pages. Let's just see if this is like super different. The result. This actually looks better. The result of the script execution. So this is what I'm curious about. Is the last evaluated statement. God. Are you? All right. So this just So what I'm cringing at is that JavaScript is really a functional language. Like you actually use the language in a bit of depth, especially if you have some background in functional programming the way I do. And what's very obvious is that this is really Lisp that's pretending to be C. And all of the stupidity in the language is a result, like, let me find it. All of the like stupidity in the language. Oh, like this whole shit. This, like having these stupid block scoping rules just to be stupid instead of just doing doing what is natural. All of the stupidity in this language is from the fact that you're trying to take a functional language and make it look like C, or having return here. And my point is that this is a language where implicit returns, which is the way functional code tends to work. So let me just show you an example. Oops. So this is the package manager. The entire thing is just an Erlang script. Okay. So whatever the last statement is in the function is just, that's the return value of the function. And that's the way every functional language works. And it makes perfect sense if you think about the way like mathematical functions tend to be written, which is the idea of a functional language is that your program is a function, which it is. And so we can't have implicit returns in functions. That would make too much sense. But when we go and execute a script, now we have implicit return. Are you kidding me? Are you... I just like everything in this. Do I even want to? Okay. 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 All right. Next time I do one of these, I'm gonna get the whole Joker here. Can I just buy a clown mask? Let me just go on Amazon and just buy one. Which one should I buy? Should I buy one with like the I like this idea. Okay. I don't like that one as much. I like this one. This one's good. This one would be more appropriate if I was writing Rust. Because You know why. Um, okay. I can get it tomorrow with Prime shipping. Okay. This one looks pretty good. Which one do I really want? I like this one a lot. They're all good, honestly. But this is definitely the one I really want. Do they have sizes? Because I have a huge head. How much does it cost? It's $18. That's definitely worth it. Um, look at the rate. Let me just look at the reviews. I love the fit. Well, Jesus Christ, tell me how big your fucking head is. My God. Okay. Let me search the word size. The word size does not appear. Okay, let me try size. Does everyone just have the same size of face? It says one size fits most. That's a different one. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna buy this, and if it sucks, then whatever. It's $18. Who cares? Okay, I'm gonna go to my cart. I'm going to delete. Is there anything that I like really want? I do really want to buy Starship Troop. Oh, Marcus Aurelius is 27% off. Don't care. Okay, I'm looking at my wish list to see if there's anything that's like on sale, but this is good. All right, I'm gonna proceed to checkout. Okay, I'm gonna get it tomorrow. All right. I'm not drunk. I can buy stuff on Amazon. It's okay. I also don't have a problem with buying things when I'm drunk. It's not an issue I have. Okay. All right. Bought a clown mask for my next stream. Oh, I have a notification on YouTube. 3 blue, 1 brown. I don't like that guy's video. His math videos are fine, but it's just he doesn't do math videos anymore. It's just like stuff about community. It's community nonsense. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Scripting. Okay. Let's just look at the return value. Hmm. I like this API a lot better. This is stupid. Okay. The fuck is execution world? The fuck does this mean? You know, I had hair when I started working on this. Do you understand? You understand why I needed to go? Like, it's just. Hand smells weird. Hmm. If the injection fit, okay, okay. Chrome does not. So I'm curious. So what I'm also thinking is maybe we should move. We should instead, because we're gonna have to eventually move to manifest v3. And what the fuck is a PWA? What the hell is a progressive web app? I looked this up once. This is Electron. Okay. I just like. Yeah, what did I do? Okay. Yeah, so this has manifest version. Manifest. It's just not. Oh, this is a web app manifest. Sorry. The wrong screen. Okay. Ah. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna keep. That's interesting. Okay. We're already on 4. Oh, I see. Okay, who gives a shit about Edge? All right. It seems like 3. What's the difference between version and 3? Okay, everyone supports 2. I wonder if they're going to have to just keep, if they're just bluffing about version. I like that. Can we use this in version 2? V3 or higher. How hard is it to move from manifest? You know what? I'm just gonna, okay, so let's just build this. And let's just refresh. Where? Let's just see. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, because that's right, because I commented out the delay. And that was what we were going to work on, wasn't it? Okay, I think we should. Well, right, okay, so the reason that we would prioritize doing the manifest thing. Okay, let's uh did Craig already reject my sale? I'm gonna also add no seed oils. Um, so let's just see how. Okay, so JR works. Let's log out again. That was what I wanted to check. Okay, so this current build works. Um, let's just see if anything breaks if I just change this. Oops. If I just change this to 3. Warning. Browser action. Okay, cool. Okay. So let's... This is good. Okay. Browser action. So presumably has been replaced by action. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Load. Okay, and I can terminate background. That's cool. Okay, wow, that actually looks better. Okay, let's just inspect. Do we have better inspection tools with V3? Because that would actually be nice. All right. All right, so far everything seems to work. So let's try logging in. Click yes. Okay, sorry, KDE is chimping out. All right, cool. Okay. Let's just make sure signing a transaction works. I'm just gonna click yes. Cool. Did it sign it? Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any money. Okay. Okay. So it seems like everything works. So okay, cool. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that was simple. I was expecting that to be a nightmare. Okay, the next thing I guess is we're doing generic pop-up. So I kind of have an idea of how this is gonna work. So let's just get started. Okay, we're gonna remove. How much do I want to commit to this? Let's make a new branch. Okay, cool. Actually, so let me blow this up so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, instead of pop-up, let's call it get mv gen pop-up gen dialog. Okay. Okay. I think we can just get rid of this. Equals query This should be... So it's just going to show info, shouldn't have different, but I think for now, let's just do a binary yes or no dialog. And we're going to delete this. We're just going to do a yes or no dialog because that's the case we have right now. God, I was hoping to do the show a transaction thing because that's a lot more, that's significantly more pleasant. All right, but let's make some progress on this. Get rm gen dialog.ts. Okay. And we might not even be using the generic dialog. Okay. Okay, and let's go back. We're gonna minimize this for a minute. We're gonna minimize this. Okay. I much prefer sorting. That's much better. Okay, we're done with this. Done with this. Okay, scripting.execute script. I actually like this idea because then we can just do stuff in line. All right. I don't even know. Here, let's just look. Okay, we're gonna keep this as a reference, but probably we're actually gonna do everything in line. That's right. Okay, we have already opened this. Okay. 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 Let's write our calling code first, and then we'll kind of get an idea of what we want. Okay. Okay, the result is going to be good or bad. Okay. Okay. I should not have deleted that. Okay. So it's going to be something like this. Good, bad. So our result, let user yes or no equals gen confirm equals generic confirm dialog. Okay. Do you want this message? Okay. It'll be the message string. Message string. And is that it? I think so. Okay, and this will just be the header and the title. GB of it'll just be GB. Okay. Okay, and then we'll just do it right here. Okay. Let's just call it good bad. Okay, where should we put this? Okay. This should just go here. Pops up a window and for the user and asks if the thing is good or bad. Returns good or bad. Okay. Async function GB. Title string. Misinfo string. Misinfo. I'm just call it misinfo. Promise GB, good or bad. Okay. Okay. So this will be it. Okay. Does the user want to sign this message? GB. Okay. Pop up. Okay. Awesome. So instead of sending the browser a message, right, we're going to execute. Okay, we're going to write a function. So we're going to go here. So the way that this works, it's really awkward. It's sending the browser a message, the tab a message, using the same way that we would send the content script a message, and then waiting for the content script to send a result back, which is what this is. But instead of that, we're going to inject the script and then wait for the result. What the fuck is frame ID? You know what? I don't give a shit. All right. Let's just get this shit done. Okay, confirm window. We're gonna create the browser. We're gonna create the window. Okay, and then scripting.execute script. Okay, we're gonna get the tab ID. We still need that. It's the same shit as before. Okay. Okay. Then let the function that runs in the context of gb.html equals this. Okay, function that I like this. These are the names that I do. The function that runs in the context of gb.html. The function it needs the title, gb misinfo. Okay. Is this actually, how about we do this? Is this allowed? God damn it. Okay. It also needs a timeout, doesn't it? Timeout. It should be divisible by 5. Okay. Multiple of 5. Okay. Timeout. Okay. And then let's just move all of these here. A second, a minute is 200 seconds. Okay. GB. Good, bad. Okay, cool. Use GB sec. This is also an internal. GB min for stuff. Because you're stupid and can't do math. Let's just say that. Okay, the function that runs in the context. Okay, this. I need to grow my beard out if I'm going to do more thinking. Let's just say void, I think. Okay. So we're just gonna say good for now. Okay. The last evaluate. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Okay. I don't even know. Is this like iframes or some shit? I don't care. Okay, wait a minute. So stupid. Right, okay. Target. Okay. Turn value. It has a result. Okay. Dialog result. Promise. Okay, I'm just going to preemptively. Fuck you. Fuck. TypeScript. I hate. TypeScript. I'm just. Error. Okay. It's either going to be that or error. Any if okay, okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, and then we also need to run we also need to make gb.html. Okay. Okay. Oh, right. The title. Title HDR. Let's just call this title. Let's just call this H1. Good, bad. Okay, we'll worry about this in a minute. Okay, we probably don't even need. Okay. Okay. I have to pee, so. Okay, this is just not right. I didn't even see what the error was, but I just remembered. Okay, we're gonna just leave this as is and not worry about this for a moment. For this, right here, we just don't even have. Okay, right. Okay. Equals await GB. Do you want to send this message? Message string, and then 30 GB. Okay, there we go. Let's try this. Just try. GB is not assignable to void undid. What? 534. I don't know. So this is an instance of TypeScript just not knowing the browser API. And that's because I pulled the type def for the browser API off of some mystery page on GitHub. All right, let's just see. This is probably going to not work at all. But let's just try. Okay, let's just try logging in. Okay, it's not even popping up anything, but let's look at our extension. Console. Okay. Oh, we needed to read. Okay, I really need to pee. 1 second. All right, I think we're back. I'm back. I don't need to pee anymore, so I can think a little bit more clearly. Think I forgot to refresh the extension. Okay, minimize this. Yes, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna minimize. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Let's try. Let's just try. Let's just try 9. Not console. Just go document.get element by ID. Title h1 dot enter HTML. Is it? God damn it. How do we do this? It's all caps. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's just title h1 dot enter GB title. Okay, and let's just try this. Alt, dialog result. Okay, let's try this. Shut the fuck up.
Stack object is possibly no.
I swear to God, TypeScript is like if Reddit was a program. Okay. So we're not executing in the context here. Okay. That's so something's just wrong. Why is this pinned above everything else? You suck. I don't like you. Okay. Okay, wait. It's not even going into. What? Wait. So we're not even. Oh, god damn it. Did I forget to reload? Okay, we got to 515. Okay. And let's just try. Let's just try this. Sorry, there's just like 15 goddamn steps here every time. Okay, let's try reload. Okay. Disable. Yeah, that's. Who is texting? Okay. Oh, it's Craig. Did I remember to start recording again? Did. Oh, wait. So we've got a bunch of these windows. One of them might have been right. Okay. So we're not. Why is it not working? Okay. Okay, let's just try not even getting the result. Func alert bobs. On confirm. Okay. And let's just look again at their example code and see if there was something I missed. Target func. Okay, let's reload. Why are we not getting alerted for bobs? Okay. Okay. Execute script. Why are we not getting... Okay, we're never getting... Okay, let's just try dot then. Uh, let's just say, let's just, instead of alert bobs, let's just return bobs. And let's just, on the off chance that this matters, which it probably does because we live in hell. Success. How do we do this? What's the proper? All right, we sent. All right. Why didn't it do that before? That's so weird. Okay. So we're sending Bob's. That's weird. So it just never. For some reason, the script just never is executing. Why the fuck doesn't this work? So this part, it is just never this function for some reason is just hanging infinitely because we are never learning that the bobs have been sent. I don't know if that's big enough for you to read, but I don't care because you're ugly. Um, why are the bobs not getting sent? All right. I need to come back at this with fresh eyes. I think we should try. Let's try the script thing before giving up for the night. Okay, let's try Vagana. Okay. I think it's files. Is that right? Yes. We might also actually before we do this, let's try inject immediately. Um, let's just see if that does anything. Okay, this is interesting. Browser.scripting is undefined. What? Why were we not getting that error before? Did I like fuck something up? Oh, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay. Forgot about that. So we need a new permission now. Okay. Fuck off. We don't need history anymore. It's so annoying that we're not getting errors up here. They're showing up down here, weirdly. Missing host permission for the tab. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, let's try. Let's try. Let's try that. Just see if that works. Just nothing but fucking wild cards. Nope. Let's just try that. Oh, wait. Let's try that. That works. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's close the other windows. We have like 50 of these open. Bobs have been sent. Okay, awesome. Why did we not get Bob's back? Okay. So we've sent Bob's. Okay. So this worked. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Okay, we don't need Vagana either. So this is not working. Did we get an error ever? So we're never getting the dialogue. So now we're getting hung up here. A function that runs in this context. Let's just try this. It's not X. Anonymous code. What the fuck is that? The fuck does that mean? Fuck off, Firefox. What the fuck does this mean? I want to inject. Okay, I can tell a Mexican wrote this. Without. Can I just try? Can I just? Let me just try. Shut up. Okay, we got it. We got something. Okay, so we do have to return. Wait, so the return. The return is is explicit. Then it works. It's implicit. Let's just try that and see if that works. Okay, why are we not getting the alert for Bob's? So why can we not alert? It's running as a con. All right. Oh, right. Okay. That's right. Let's just let's try that. That probably fixes some shit. Okay, that should make things a little bit better. Okay, the results. Okay. But we're not alerting for some reason. Not alerting about Bob's. What happens if I get rid of inject immediately? All right, there's just some basic thing that I'm missing here. Okay, we're not. Okay, then it just hangs. What the hell? Okay, so, unfortunately in JavaScript, there's many ways to skin a cat. And I don't know why this isn't working. Because now it's just not even. Okay, I'm going to put in a comment. Okay, script just hang. Script just hangs forever with this line. In no case does it user about Bob's. All right. When I come back, need a break. When back, let's try a file. Going to have to try a totally different idiom. Maybe go back to some retarded message passing nonsense. Because the other option is that we have something. The other option, so way back up here, which the other option, which I'm increasingly thinking we're going to need to go to. So back way up here, where's B main? Okay, so we're listening for messages. And here we're branching whether the message is from the content script or from the pop-up window. And I like this message of everything contacts the. So this is the only time right now where the background script is actually actively is starting and is initiating a conversation. What we might do is just pop up this HTML, and the HTML has a script in it. And the script calls the background script. The script actually calls home like this. Like the same way the content script does, but it has its own case here. And what we would do how would that work? Because it's so natural. It's so natural in the handler for we're signing messages. It's so natural to just say, open up a background window and just tell me if the user approves of this or not. So I think no matter what, I'm keeping that sort of idiom within the message signing. Okay. Now, the actual details of how that works. The way that I've been trying to do this is we open up a window, we open up the pop-up window, and then we say, okay, here is a script I want to run in the context of that window. Just execute the script. And we're having trouble with that. I suspect maybe the things that I want to do, it just are just not allowed in there. So maybe yeah, so let's try the file thing next. We're gonna try the file thing next. And hopefully that works because I really like this idea. I mean, I don't like this idea. It's a stupid idea, but of the options, this is the best one. Open up the window, say execute this script inside the window, and that script listens for which button did the user click on and just sends that back. And that's the entire thing. However, the old idiom, I actually honestly didn't hate the old way, the way that we were doing it before, like just from a correctness standpoint of open up a window and then send that window a message. I actually kind of like the message passing thing. Um, Especially because the way that it works, the way that it ends up working is that it ends up being a function call and our handler function, whatever we return, that gets sent back. It's actually kind of nice. Um, it's 11 p.m. It's 11 p.m. I liked the problem with that approach. The problem with that approach was that the script was executing. Oh, or that we were trying to send it a message before the script would execute. But what we could do or what we would do is we would send it a message before the page script had a chance to listen. And so the idea then, I actually like the idea of the page script initiates the conversation. Can the page script get its own tab ID? Because if the page script initiates a conversation, then that's where we're going to have a different case here. if the page script initiates a conversation, we have to have some way of having like a queue of here are all the pages we want to talk to and somehow keeping track of that. Because the thing is, if the user has two tabs open with two different messages that they want to sign, so two different pop ups, we need to figure out which one we're talking to and not send the wrong data to the wrong one. All right, my brain is fried. I'm out of mental stamina. But the next time, so next time, the first thing we're gonna do is check and see if check and see if it works if we just do a script, if we do like a file, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna. I agree. I think that the correct thing to do at this point is generalize is do the generic pop up thing. I think that's the correct thing to do. Um, but because this is a serious problem. I wanted to do RLP decomposition or mansplaining, but we'll mansplaining is in taking the binary data and explain and showing the user like a human readable version of the binary data. That's actually really simple. But this okay, but let's think about because the each instance does it actually matter as long as we pick one? So we create a window. That's just too complicated. That approach is just too complicated. I'm really hoping the file works. Really hoping the file works. Because otherwise, maybe that collapses to something simple. But if 200 milliseconds isn't enough time, like this is just ridiculous. I mean, it takes 2/10 of just 200 milliseconds. It might as well be 200 million years as far as how long it takes a computer to do things. And if it takes 200 milliseconds to open up a window with just nothing but like basic HTML, we're fucked. Like humanity is fucked. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. All right. I remember I'm watching Red Dead Redemption. You know what? I'm not going to get into the commentary on Red Dead Redemption. It's a beautiful game. Red Dead Redemption 2 was a disaster. I don't want to say it was a disaster, but like what they did, like they didn't. How do I phrase it? Everyone loved Red Dead Redemption 2, and they thought it was like the greatest sequel ever. And I was like super underwhelmed by it because all they did was like make the game. They didn't make the game better, but they made it more complicated. So now, if you don't comb your horse, like your horse gets sick, And so now you have to comb your horse, and then you have to feed your horse, and you have to make sure your horse gets all of his different macronutrients, and you have to go purchase a saddle for your horse, and then, depending on the material of your saddle, maybe your horse is allergic to the material, and so they made the game so much more complicated, and they had to make the controls so much more complicated too. So like now you have to press 15 buttons if you want to do anything. And they added a lot of visual detail, which is kind of nice. But what they didn't do, how do I phrase this? Mm, they didn't. It didn't seem like they improved the core gameplay a lot. Like the core gameplay was pretty much the same. I don't know. I'm not a huge video game guy. I've played like 3 video games my whole life. But Red Dead Redemption is one of the only ones that I've ever played. I really liked it. It's legitimately an excellent game. Um, I kind of don't like video games anymore. It's not that I don't like them, but they're just kind of like alcohol, where there's time and a place for it, but it can't be like your lifestyle. You know what I mean? If your whole identity is being like a drinker, it's an escape. It's escapism in the same way that alcohol is. And so it's like, imagine if like I made my living as just getting drunk on Twitch. But there's tons of people who do that, but instead of getting drunk, they're playing video games. But it's literally the same shit. Or I'm gonna I'm gonna shoot up heroin on Twitch, and that's my job. And I do that 8 hours a day, and got to keep grinding. Anyway, I've had enough. I hate JavaScript. I hate the internet. I hate the world, and most importantly, I hate you. I'll see you next time.